What is up, my pop music gang? It's your girl Kels, and in today's video we are doing a highly requested video, and honestly I'm super excited for this video. So what this video is about is 6 tips on how to be confident on camera. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys tip number 1, and I feel like everybody is gonna think that tip number 1 is practice. That's all. These tips are all incorporating practice, but the most important tip of all is understanding where your fear is coming from. Truly grasp that. Like, if you don't understand where your fear of filming is, your fear of being on camera, whatever it is, if you cannot get to the bottom line underlying belief as to why you are so afraid and not confident enough to jump on the camera, that is gonna be the ultimate breakthrough for you, okay? The reason it's gonna be a super big breakthrough for you is because, like, you're gonna realize that everybody has a fear of being on camera, and those people got to the bottom of that fear and then they just did it anyway. If you didn't know, fear is actually excitement on pause. So yeah, I actually like completely recreated my belief around fear. Fear is just excitement on pause, so there is no such thing as fear for me. There should be no such thing as fear for you. Do you want to know why? Because there's no one like you, nobody talks like you, no one who acts like you, nobody who can offer what you can offer. So that's the very first thing, is getting on camera, knowing that you're not alone, knowing that it's normal to be nervous, to be anxious, because you're sitting here talking to a camera and you feel weird. Like, I'm literally sitting in my room talking to a ring light, but you gotta look at it like, it's not you. You're not talking to yourself. I'm talking to you. Like, you and me, we're hanging right now. Like, we are talking and conversating, and that is how you should go about filming. Don't go and film something and be like, okay, hi, just talk like you're talking to your friend. Like, hey, what's up, girl? Like, guess what? You know what I mean? That's the number 1 thing, my number 1 tip. First, just understand where your fear is coming from. Once you can grasp that, take charge of that, understand that, and then you can literally be like, okay, I understand, let's overcome it, and then just start. That is step number 1, getting to the bottom of your fear, and now we're gonna get into the juicy ones. Tip number 2 is know what you want to talk about. Know what you want to say. Know the message you want to deliver. Like, of course, it's gonna be super hard to jump on a camera and be like, hey guys, like, I'm gonna do this, and you don't really have a plan as to what the fuck you're gonna do. That is okay to not have a plan eventually, you know what I mean? Like, eventually filming and content's gonna be super, like, natural to you, and you're just gonna get on there and you don't need a script. Like me. I kind of just film and just do whatever the fuck I want. And it's because I practiced and I just kind of just did it. So you just have to do it. And when I say that, I know that it's like, you don't want to feel scripted and you don't want to feel that way. I'm not telling you to do that. All I'm saying is just have a plan. Like, before you get on camera, be like, okay, in today's video, I want to talk about XYZ, and I'm going to just put these little bullet points so I don't go off on tangent. Then you deliver the message you're trying to convey. So yeah. That is the second tip. Just make sure you know what you want to say, and I'm not saying plan or script what you want to say. Just have an idea as far as to what you want to say, and then go on to that camera and talk like you are talking to your friend. Talk like you are sharing something with your sister, your best friend, your cousin. Like, do not overthink it. I know it's gonna feel so weird because you're alone, but like, that should actually make you feel even more comfortable, unless you're like uncomfortable with yourself. But you shouldn't be. You should be super comfortable with yourself and your own surroundings and your own environment. And this is just a conversation. Like, a camera to me is just like my element. I love being on camera, so maybe that's why it's super simple for me. But like, I don't know, like, people overthink it so much, but it's like, it's weird, I guess, to be sitting here like by yourself. But like, I don't come on here like, oh my god, I gotta film a video right now. Like, oh my god, this is so weird. No, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna film a video because I got so much shit to share with my besties, and then I just go on and I do it. You know what I mean? So I just think perception and perspective as far as jumping onto a camera prior to filming is super duper important. Understand you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to a friend. And have an idea as far as what you want to say, and then get the ball rolling. Okay, tip number 3. Choose good lighting. I feel like a hypocrite right now, but like, I don't know what the heck is going on with my Canon right now. I think I need to go through the settings because it's super dark back here. But I have a ring light, but it's fine. As long as you guys can see that it's clear content, you can see my face, that's great. And you don't want anything that's like behind you distracting anyway. So make sure that you have really good lighting and a clean background, and you're not in an environment that's going to distract people. As long as the lighting's good and you're talking clearly, you're confident, you're smiling, that's literally the key. Practice in good lighting. Good lighting is 100% the key, because this is not like back in the day when you would like hop on a YouTube video and see a bunch of pixely ass screens. And no, if you have videos like that, I'm gonna be as respectful as possible when I say nobody wants to watch that. Do high quality videos. Make sure you're filming in 1080p. If you can film in 4K, fucking lovely. If you can't, that's totally fine. But 1080p is definitely the best filming quality that you should be filming on for YouTube. And you should just get yourself a ring light, like for real. Like, or honestly, if you don't want to invest in equipment, that's totally fine. Like I did, because I just knew in my heart this is what I wanted to do. But you can just use natural lighting. That's totally a thing. Like, just use natural lighting and you're fine. Okay, so tip number 4, again, has to do with the lighting and the camera and all that stuff, but this is super duper fucking important. Make sure you're angling your camera at a flattering angle. If you do not like the way you look in that camera, that's already going to shoot you down. You're not gonna want to continue to film. You're gonna be like, I look like shit, I don't want to do this. So set yourself up for success when you first set that camera. Set it up, prop it where you want to. If you have to like sit in different ways and you have to angle it around your house in whatever fucking way, shape, or form to get that desired angle for you that works for you, do it. Honestly, it is super important. If you get on here and you feel that you look crappy, you're not gonna deliver with full confidence. You're not gonna deliver what you want to deliver, because you're gonna be so focused on yourself. You're gonna be looking at yourself instead of trying to convey an important message to your audience. So that is literally tip number 4, is to set up a flattering camera angle, because that will set you up for success when it comes to filming. Okay, tip number 5, I feel like a lot of people never mention this, and this is like super important. Have water. Like, have something besides you when you're filming. Prime example. You think when you watch a YouTube video that's 9 minute long, that's 9 minute, 10 minute, 5 minutes long, do you really think that that person was behind that camera filming for 5 minutes? Fuck no. They were filming anywhere between like 15 to 20, and they had to edit and condense that down so it didn't look so choppy and rambly. And that's real life. I mean, unless you're just that good, my videos that are like 9 minutes long, them shits were like a half hour, and I had to crop it down and all that shit, because I talk a lot, and that's okay. That's why my next tip is to edit your own videos. But before we get onto that tip, having a glass of water or having something, a beverage or something on the side of you is super fucking important, super beneficial. The reason being is because you are literally talking to a camera. You are giving your energy, you are talking, you are hand motioning, you are excited, you are all up in the vibes, you're feeling the shits, right? When you're feeling it, people can feel your energy. So if you are like super amped up and you're ready to tell this, and you're like super like into your topic, and then your mouth gets dry, you're like, shit. Then you gotta get up to go get a drink of water, and you come back, and guess what? All that fire is gone. Have that water on the side of you, sis. Be like, okay, and then you just crop out you taking a sip of that water. I'm not gonna crop that out, but you know what I mean? Like, I know it's such a silly little tip, but it's so important, because you guys don't understand when you're filming, you are talking, you are having a full-blown conversation, okay? And if you can just talk and talk and talk and like not be hydrated, all power to you. But I'm the type of person who drinks a gallon of water a day, so I'm always holding water. So I highly, highly recommend you do that as well, so you don't lose your train of thought, you don't lose your fire, you don't lose your passion. And if you just, you know, you don't get that in your throat, like, you know what I mean? Just drink some water. Have some water with you when you're filming. I highly, highly, highly recommend that. And like, not only that, if you guys really think this is an invalid tip to have, this is something I can say that's very valid in regards to keeping water by your side. Nerves. Your nerves make your mouth go dry. So yeah, you're gonna be anxious. The nerves are gonna be flowing. Have water. Have water, okay? Okay, I know I said that this was gonna be 6 tips, but it's actually gonna be 7, because as I was explaining this, as I was getting into the 6th tip, I realized that there's actually one more tip that's super fucking important. So 7 tips instead of 6, yay! Okay, so tip number 6. Use hand gestures. Be expressive. Like, are you gonna wanna watch a YouTube video if someone's like, hello, my name is Kelsey, I am a YouTuber, and I am having a great day. I hope that you're having a great day. And who the fuck? That sounds like Squidward when he's normal. hi, I'm normal. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. You shouldn't be normal. Normal's boring. Be you. Use hand gestures, use expressions, laugh. Don't worry about the little mistakes. Don't worry if you ramble on your words. Don't worry if you mess up. Like, who cares? Like, who cares? That's what editing is for. And not for nothing, the more comfortable you are with yourself and your hand gestures and your movements and your natural flow of your body, people can see that. People can see the authenticity. People can see that you're being you. People can see that you're excited. People can see the emotion. People can see the passion. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that if you're not passionate about being on camera, do not be on camera, because it will totally show. So the tip number 6 overall was be expressive. Use hand gestures and be you. Be authentically you. Don't be somebody that you're not. And that's another thing too that I want to touch on. Do not be somebody that you're not, because if you blow up one day on a video or whatever the heck the case may be, and that's not really you, and that's not you true to the core, people are never going to know the real you. So I highly recommend you being you instead of having to maintain an image of somebody else that you want to be or whatever. You know what I mean? Be you. There's nobody else in this world that's like you. There's nobody that does the things like you, talks like you, and there's nobody in this world with your story. So that is why I highly, highly recommend that you be yourself. Be expressive and don't overthink, and do not stress over you rambling and you messing up some words. Like, who cares? It's totally fine. You're a human being. And like I said, if it's like super cringy to you, edit, crop it out, sis. It's fine. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna crop that out because I don't care. Well, so yeah, that was 6 tips, but I'm gonna give you guys one more, which I've kind of already touched on. Tip number 7 is probably the most important tip ever. It is edit your own videos. Yep, I know, more work, I get it, trust me, I understand, but it's worth it. Do not film content and send it off to somebody and pay them or whatever, or whatever the case. Do not have anybody edit your content, because at the end of the day, you know what you want to put into that video. You know your angles, you know the words that you wanted to say, you know what it was that you wanted to perceive and to convey and to show in that video. So why the heck are you gonna give somebody the power to edit your content? No. And not for nothing, I'm not gonna pay nobody to edit my content, because ain't nobody got time for that, because nobody's gonna edit the way that I edit. No one is gonna put the things together the way I want to put them together, and same goes for you. Edit your own videos. It's worth the practice, it's worth the work, and overall it's so worth it, because at the end of the day, like I said, you know what you want to put out there. You'll be able to see in the video, oh, do I like this? Do I like the way I look? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all those things do matter at the end of the day, because like, you're the one that's putting it out there. So if you're already feeling self-conscious or nervous or anxious about posting a video, why would you give somebody the power to do it for you? Edit it yourself and put the things out there that you want out there. It's your video, it's your content, and it's your platform. And that is like ultimately my biggest tip. These 7 tips are very basic, but very, very crucial and important, and more internal versus external. And I think that once you combat your inner demons, your inner insecurities, your inner problems as to why you can't put yourself in front of a camera, that is going to be an ultimate breakthrough for you. And once you understand that, what is really going to hold you back? You know what I mean? And another thing that I really, really do want to say is thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you all so much for all the kind messages that I get, and like, you love my personality, and like, you love me, and like, you guys see my authenticity and you guys see my passion through my content, because I do not fake this. I love filming YouTube videos. Regardless of where I'm at in my YouTube journey, I do not care. I hold so deeply in my heart, like this is what I was meant to do. I do not care. I don't care what anybody says, thinks, or feels. I don't care if I'm not huge on YouTube yet, but I will get there, mark my words. Don't worry about me, worry about you. But I know that I'm gonna get there, and the reason why I know I'm gonna get there is because of my belief in myself. My belief in myself is so strong that I show up with confidence, conviction, and consistency, because that's what you have to do. You need to put in the work if you want things to pay off. So yeah, I love that so many people have been reaching out to me about wanting to create a YouTube channel and wanting to be more confident on camera, wanting to be on TikTok, getting on Instagram. do it. I highly recommend it. Social media is changing so much. Like, there's just so much amazing opportunities online. So yeah, those were 7 tips on how to get more comfortable on camera. Another thing that I also just want to throw in here, I'm going to be doing a lot more talking videos because my content is going to be switching, because Kelsey is a certified health and life coach who specializes in self-sabotage and self-love. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that these tips are helpful, and I hope that you implement them into your YouTube journey or just your content creation journey in general. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to my channel every Sunday for a new upload every week. Bye!